Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RS3. Now this will be the last weekly update for the year, but we do see the Shooting Star refresh this week in RuneScape, for RS3. So if you're familiar, the Shooting Star D&D has been revamped. If you're familiar with the old version, it was kind of basic, if you will. But there's new star locations. There's a reward store, rebalance, mining XP, progress, various quality of life, all designed to make the experience better. So, like I said, more locations where they rebalance the mining experience. They streamline progress to improve the solo play as well as group mining. There is now public and portable telescopes for easier tracking, and there's also ease of access teleports. But to get started, meet up with Wizard Rosalina, who can be found on the second floor of the Wizard's Tower, researching the shooting stars and the stardust found in them. So there is public telescopes, like I said, that you can find, such as the Varrock Palace Library, the Observatory, or the Wizard's Tower. Or you could use new portable ones, which you can buy them. I'm not seeing exactly where, but I'm assuming you can buy them from Rosalina. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. Also, now that the difference with the Stardust is the fact that when you go to mine it, there's no longer a daily capped resource. It is instead a currency and can be placed in your currency pouch, which you can also don't hand it into the sprite, but it instead can be used to teleport straight to Rosalina and purchase rewards from the brand new reward store. So yes, the sprite is no longer the absolute end goal. Now the end goal is just getting the Stardust so you can actually get what you're looking for here from the shop. Which there is unlocks as well as consumables. So if you are somebody who does like to keep going for this, you do have some rewards that, who knows, maybe the shop will grow some in time and there will be even more stuff, so you never know. But as it starts out, there is a portable telescope 1, 2, and 3, which costs 2.5k Stardust, 5k Stardust, or 7.5k Stardust respectively, so 1, 2, and 3. Stargazer title, which is 3k. The Star Sprite, so you can get that as your very own pet, is Star Sprite, which is 10k Stardust. And then there's a Mining Boost 1, 2, and 3, which costs 1.5k, 3k, and 4.5k respective. Of course, if you get the initial one, you have to get the initial one in order to get the second and the third, as they are upgrades. As for consumables, there is a Shooting Star Teleport token, which is 350 Stardust per bundle of gems, which is 400 Stardust. 1 Cosmic Rune is 8 Stardust, 1 Astral Rune is 15 Stardust, and 1 Gold Stone Spirit is 50 Stardust. So hopefully eventually they end up giving more stuff. But so it does say, as mentioned, the Stardust is no longer capped. Instead, you'll be able to mine up to 3 stars per day. The mining experience and the progress has been rebalanced so that regardless of how many players are involved, you will be making steady progress. You can still receive a reward from the Star Sprite once per day. They will still give you a mining boost, runes, goldstone spirits, and coins before, as if you would hand it in the max of the 200 Stardust. So, now you think about it, you're getting the original rewards, plus you're also getting to keep your Stardust, and you get to hand that Stardust in to get some awesome rewards. And some of them, who knows what their long-term reward is going to be of that, but a mining boost, that's always awesome. But like I said before, they're also wrapping up on 2024, so the 23rd there's no update, no news post. The 30th, no update. There is going to be a server, we'll have a short reset, but no news post. The 6th of January, there's no update, but there's going to be a small news post. And then the 13th of January, which is a regular update and a regular news post. So it's going to be a little light until then. But don't forget, there is stuff going on still. Such as the Advent Calendar, the December 25th Christmas Village and the Giant Presents. Well, the Giant Present. So there's also the January 4th RuneScape's anniversary. So there is going to be 24 years old on January 4th. It's kind of amazing. But there's going to be a celebration with that. The January 6th is the makeshift god plushies. So as you can see here, we have some of the gods in as plushie form. But the big update that's coming on January 13th is the next upcoming quest, which is Beneath Scabarus Sands. That will be taking place on the 13th. This will be bringing us back to the desert storyline, to its finale with the showdown against Amasket. So you want to be prepared for that if you have read anything into that. Also, there is some other bits and bobs to keep in mind. They're going to be continuing to work on the combat mastery achievements and the 110 rune crafting. So the dates aren't exactly locked in, but that is coming. Also on December 16th, there's a JMod rune skill and boss stream. This is going to be on the official Twitch channel at 1700 game time, and it'll be with mods Yui, and they're going to be taking on her mod. So do check that out. As for patch notes today, this is a Shoot Star refresh. So they added a new host for the activity, Wizard Rosalina on the second floor of the Wizard's Tower. Converted Stardust from an object to a currency. Stardust object can be clicked to add to the currency pouch. The currency offers a teleport to Wizard Rosalina, so there's another cool thing right there. So, to teleport to the Wizard's Tower if you really need to. No longer capped at 200, add a new rewarded shop as we discussed from above. They added a whole new host of locations for where the shooting star can land, such as Anachronia, Ashdale, Berthorpe, Taverley, Catherby, Piscatarius, Tuska, Damonheim, Feldup Hills, Menethos, Tyrannon, the Lost Grove. They also added proximity triggers for nearby crash stars, rebalanced mining XP in progress, added back level requirements for crash stars, star tier times 10, so obviously it could go pretty high. They added a new tier of star size, which is size 10, so it requires 100 mining. Added head bars to show overall progress and layer progress when mining a star. Progress has been tweaked, so it is now added at the same rate when the mining star, regardless of how many players are mining it. Added a daily cap of mining 3 crashes per day. Added a 2-minute cooldown before a star can be mined if it's found within the 10 minutes of landing. This has been added to give players time to arrive to the star, as larger star layers now progress very quickly. So there is a little bit of delay when it comes to being able to mine it after you find it. Public telescopes have been added to Gillinor. There is the Oak telescope in the Varrock Palace Library. Teak in the observatory and Oak in the second floor of the Wizard's Tower. They added an observation of the upcoming star sizes to the telescope hint. Added 4 new achievements that can be found with the activity Shooting Star. Updated and recategorized the existing It's Lake and I'm Awake achievement. Offers 2 rewards, a Starstruck title, Star Sprite Pet Retro Appearance. Updated the Shooting Star notice board interfaces. Added a daily teleport to the active Crash Star on the Magic Golem outfit. Added mining skill guide entries for each Crash Star size. Split the daily reset option for the Shooting Star into 2 options. Either reset the daily cap of stars mined or reset the daily sprite reward. They fixed an issue that caused the context menu to appear when adding logs to the bonfire while only having one type of log. Eternal Magic Campfires now correctly set the right amount of time when used for the bonfire buff. Added a prompt to ensure the players A player has free space in their backpack when creating an in-game progress fletching object to ensure the object is not dropped on the ground. The bolt proficiency leveling benefit that now increases stack size when tipping bolts as expected. Corrected the GE buy limit of the eternal logs to 25,000 with the initial GE cost of 4K. Increased the GE buy limit of rune to primal hatchets from 10 to 1,000 to match the buy limit of bronze to adamant hatchets. Consumables from an enchanted bird's nest are now tradable. Resolved an issue affecting the drop rates of the perfect eternal magic branches. The Smith Masterwork equipment can no longer be doubled by the fortune perk. The Bow of the Last Guardian no longer gains stacks from unexpected sources such as the crackling or when switching weapons before hits land. Fixed an issue with the Manhand Lang weapons not triggering the Primordial Ice passive effect. Players will now receive a message when converting a wrapping paper booster into wrapping paper. And then we have, there's a lot of patches. There's 110 woodcutting and fletching patches. Wood boxes now have an inspect option that displays the list of the contents within them, like the ore boxes. Fix a bug in which the Witchwood icon could be acquired from 50% Luke's leg without fully completing pieces of hate. Fix the bug fix an issue which causes the superior locator to occasionally teleport the player to the maple trees instead of yew trees. The name of the non-combat variants of the hatchets and pickaxes now has a non-combat suffix to more easily distinguish when they've been changed to this type. Sorry, I need a drink there. Non-combat variants of the Encanto pickaxe and crystal hatchet can now be used as an ingredient in the hatchet or the ember and glade. The default stack make limit of bolts has been reverted to 60 instead of the default 20 by other types of ammunition. Buckets of wax now have an option to empty them. Clarified the messaging of the shirt of the lumberjack to specifically direct to the Dragon Forge. They added some missing information to the Lumberjack Intuition Tooltip, including its name. The Everything is Tremendous achievement is now progressed even when installed Moonstone eats the logs that count towards this achievement. Removed the rogue teak tree from the root near Moosa Point Banana Plantation. Resolved an issue which resulted the inflated XP when creating the eternal magic ammunition. Increased the XP gain from creating the eternal magic stocks. Slightly increased the window time to receive a guaranteed bird's nest when reacting to the lumberjack's intuition. Upgraded eternal and primal fletched weapons can no longer be made out of or worked on with the portable fletcher and require fletching workbench as intended. Added normal and oak wood spirits to more drop tables, such as the Minotaur, which replaced the small plated bronze salvage with normal wood sprites, and which also replaced the tiny spiky bronze salvage with oak wood sprites. Pickpocketing ham members replaced the small spiky bronze salvage with normal, and replaced the tiny spiky steel salvage with oak. And then the Banshee Slayer Tower. A Slayer Tower only for the Banshees, keep that in mind. They replaced the small spiky bronze salvage with oak. Fresh Caller, the tiny plated steel with oak. Young Grotworm replaced the bronze javelin with the normal wood. The Skeletons and Lumbridge Catacombs have loosened up their bony grip on oak wood spirits and now dropped them as intended. Added Noxious and Ascended Essence to the smithing interfaces energies and essences category. Corrected the number of bars required to upgrade primal warhammers from +2, +3, and +4. Then we head into general, and don't worry, there's a lot to go through the general too. Menaphos reputation requirements have been removed from the following quest: Crocodile Tears, Our Man in the North, and Fight Club. The stags of the Christmas Village have been updated to look like reindeer, added a hungry reindeer and food drop to the Christmas Village. The reindeer can be found fed unnoted Christmas food in exchange for Christmas spirit with a daily cap. Christmas food can also be donated through the trough in exchange for Christmas spirit at a lower rate, but with no daily cap. Players can no longer use portables or challenging gems in Santa's Lodge. Portables can no longer be placed in the holiday decorations. The peppermint outfit is now unlocked in the wardrobe for players who have received the outfit pieces from Santa's Lodge. The following monsters have had their Slayer experience reduced. Cerberus Juvenile went from 10k to 2.5. Maelstrom Raging Water Fiend 10k to 2.5. Smolders the Revenger 10k to 2.5. Denizen of Infernus 10k to 2.5. And Chaos Demon Savage from 8k to 2k. Side of the Porter can now be noted. Elves and Perfidness will now correctly reset their debuffs on defeat, allowing group Ironman players to obtain loot if they deal 100% of the damage without outside assistance. World First Broadcast will no longer show up multiple times in chat. The examine text for the Evil Tree will now show if the competitive group Ironman will receive rewards upon completion. Head icons for distraction and diversion hosts are once again visible. Map icons have been added for a variety of distractions and diversions, which were missing them. The following items can now be stored in the group Ironman storage, such as Siege Engine Parts, Blood Amulet of Fury, Ascension Signets, Pernix's Quiver, Blessed Flask, Magic's Butterfly Net, Sirius Claw, Mooseba Spines, Equipment Separator, Crystal Tree Blossoms, Brawling Gloves, and Hermetic Plate. A variety of extra hatchets and pickaxes can now be added to the group Ironman storages. Use the Charged Grace of the Elves can now be stored inside the group Ironman storage. It's now possible to report offensive clan or group Ironman group names via the report interface. Fix an issue with the action bar lock toggle, which made the action bar toggle change only on relog. The action bar lock can now be toggled off without needing the relog. Now we head into Treasure Hunter Calendar, which starting December 16th and ending January 5th is the Snow Imp's Grotto. So this is when you can get stuff like the Aura Trail Override, new Winter Sports outfit, the Aurora Die, pink Santa hat. So there is a new Santa hat this year. Then we go into Community Showcase. Up first, we have Ariaton showing off some of their different outfits here. Pretty cool looking if you ask me. I love the gold outfit. And ACPL showing off their fun little pet with their amazing character there as well. And skip your screenshots. Up first, we have Plagos looking out yonder into the Christmas Village. And then we have Party and other intrepid woodcutter dove into the new Eternal Magic Trees. Then we go into the Pink Skirt player events, which this one that are mentioned, we have the evolution of Group PVM Burrows Rise of the Sixth, hosted by Ali and the RS3 Legionary team. Saturday, December 28th at 23:45 GT. Location is Burrows Rise of the Sixth. World 23 FC is Ali. Well, it might not be Ali, because it looks like A space I space I space Y. So, just in case you're wondering, that's what it looks like to me. Penguin Tour, hosted by Miss Misty. This is going to be Wednesday, December 18th at 2000 game time. Location is Edgeville Bank. World 60 FC is Miss Misty. Calfight King is hosted by Mercy and Dung Titan. Saturday, December 21st at 1300 game time. Location is the Exiled Calfight Queen Hive. World 35 FC is Dung Titan. And of course, there is a ton more going on for Pink Skirt player events, so do check them out. There's also, don't forget, there is the Christmas parade going on. Well, that will be starting eventually here. And as you can see, It starts all the way in our player in fort and goes all the way down through the desert and then heads west past Wizard's Tower, all the way into Remington, up through Valley, and all the way up to Burthorpe. So do keep that in mind. But it says, feel free to dress as festive as you would like, but this is going to be a Christmas themed one, so just in case you're curious, this will be taking place Tuesday, December 17th at 1700 game time, location World 11. Everyone is invited. And then there is some stuff going on here with the Boss Guild. So December 16th at 1300 through 1500, Corporal Beast, and 1600 through 2000, Hard Mode God of War's Engine 1 Tour. Then December 17th is 1800 through 2100, Arch Glacier. 18th is the 1400 to 1600, Regular Next. 19th is 1400 to 1600, Arch Glacier. And 22nd is 10 to 1430, which is Virago. And then 15 through 1930 is Hard Mode Virago. There's also going to be a special Boss Mass event, which is going to be hosted on December 17th at 1600 to 2200, and December 18th at 1600 to 2200. The friends chat for that is Boss Guild, and Discord is also Boss Guild. So there you go, guys. That's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year, fantastic Christmas. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later, guys.